Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, and this video that you're watching right now is my announcement video for the Introverted Reader Readathon, which is going to be taking place throughout the month of September. Now, I am taking part in the Bratz Readathon in September as well, but I had been wanting to do this in September anyway, so I'm going to be doing both. So my reading plans for September are insane. But yeah, I'm planning it, and I made up all the prompts and everything already. I've done my bullet journal, so I may as well. So I've changed some of the prompts a little bit. They're not the exact same as they were last time. Can I get comfy? Okay, so the first prompt is to read a book that has been unread for just way too long. So basically just go to your bookshelf, find that book in the very, very back that you've been meaning to read for over 2 years now and you haven't read it yet. And actually I just did just that. I just reached out and grabbed one, and this was the first one I touched, and that is Circle of Shadows by Evelyn Skye. This has been on my shelf for ages and I haven't read it yet. It's a really quite thick high fantasy, and I don't even know fully what it's about. All it says in the back here is a society of assassins, an empire of magic, and a world of secrets. Assassins, magic, secrets, empire. Those are like major buzzwords for me, and that's all I need to know, and I'm excited to get into it. And like, this cover is absolutely gorgeous, so super excited to get into this one. The next one is to read a middle grade or a children's book or something. So you don't have to read something that's brand new. You can read your favorite children's book from your childhood that you haven't read in a long time or that you want to reread. For me, I picked Furthermore by Dahara Mothi. This is about a girl called Alice who is the only one who is black and white within a world of colour. And I think her father goes missing. Yeah, her father goes missing. And she basically just has to go on an adventure to try and find him, and just exploring this mysterious world of Furthermore. And like, I love this cover. It's like so gorgeous and whimsical and colourful. So super excited to get into that. The next prompt is ask a friend or family member to pick a book for you. Now, I do understand in these crazy world on fire times that it's difficult for a lot of you to be around friends and family at the moment. I totally get that. I would never ask anyone to put themselves into a situation where they would be unsafe or breaking any guidelines. So I am very lucky that I live with my mom and with my sister. But for yourselves, if you're unable to like see people in person, maybe at the next family Zoom meeting, or just text your bestie and say, here, I'm trying to decide what book to read, send them a wee photo, FaceTime them, or like get your dog or your cat, you know, bribe them with some treats and get them to pick. Like, do with this prompt what you will, okay? Just like, as long as you keep yourself safe and don't put yourself in a situation where it's dangerous. But for me, I got my sister to pick out a book for me, and she picked out A Tale of Magic by Colfer. I just want you guys to see this. Just look at the gorgeousness that is this book. And I'm just going to take the dust jacket off. Like, just look. I know, like, absolutely gorgeous. So, hold on, get back on there. Okay, so this is a story about a young girl called, what is her name? What is her name? What is your name? Bristol. Her name is Bristol, and she's basically caught using magic, and in this world women are not allowed to use magic, and she gets taken to this institution, but then she gets rescued from said institution and gets told that she is a fairy, and she's going to be going to a fairy school to learn magic, which sounds just wonderful and whimsical. Something that that I just need right now. I need magical and whimsical in my life, and this is actually really like super thick. Like, I don't know what to expect from this, but if it's as good as Colfer's other series, The Land of Stories, I'm very, very excited about this. The next prompt is to read a manga or a graphic novel, or like you can read a comic book or whatever if you want. But for me, I chose Fence Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is written by C.S. Pacat, who was the author of the Captive Prince trilogy. The name left my mind for a second. She wrote the Captive Prince trilogy, which is one of my favorite trilogies of all time, and this is her current series, this current graphic novel series. It's basically set in a bunch of gay boys in a fencing school. I don't know why I haven't read this sooner, honestly, but I'm super, super excited to get into it. The next prompt is a book in a series that you want to finish. So like whether it's the finale in a series or it's the sequel, just basically pick out a book of a series that you've started and just read said corresponding book, whether it's the finale or just the sequel or the fourth one or whatever it is. For me, I picked a finale in a series that I have been loving as of lately, and that's Capturing the Devil by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the finale to her Stalking Jack the Ripper series. And I read Escaping from Houdini last month, and it was amazing. It was fantastic. So I'm super, super excited. I read the synopsis for this, and it's kind of giving me like almost American Horror Story hotel vibes, because it's like set in a hotel and there's like a madman running around, and I'm like, yes. So I'm super excited to finish off this series. It's gonna be wonderful. The next prompt, a book with LGBTQ plus rep, either written by an author within the LGBTQ plus community or featuring a character within the LGBTQ plus community. And for me, I picked out a book that I have been anticipating for months, and that is Heartbreak Boys by Simon James Green. Simon James Green is one of my favorite authors. I absolutely adore his books, and this is his latest one that came out this summer. It's about two boys that basically go on a like camper van tour or something. They like go to like all these different like caravans and campsites and stuff. One of them just got dumped. One of them is just come out, and yeah, that's really all I know about it. But I'm so excited to get into it because obviously, yeah, it's Simon James Green. I know it's gonna be hilarious. I know it's gonna be whimsical. I know it's gonna be heartfelt. Like, I'm just so excited to get into this. So. And the final prompt is read a book written by an author of color. So like whether they're Black, Latinx, Asian, mixed race, doesn't matter. A race other than your own. So it's very, very white bread in these woods, let's just say. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. So, and again for me, I'm going to be reading a book that I have been anticipating, Shadow of Kyoshi by FCE. FCE is an Asian author, and obviously this is an Asian inspired story. This is the sequel to The Rise of Kyoshi. Yes, it's called The Rise of Kyoshi. Again, another book that I have just been anticipating for months. I'm super excited. It's only going to be a duology, which I'm actually really disappointed about because I literally could read 600 books set in the Avatar world, honestly. So yeah, I'm super excited to read this and get into it. So those are all the books I'm going to be reading. Those are all the prompts. I'll just go through them one more time. Read a book that has been unread for too long. Read a middle grade. Ask a friend or family member to pick a book for you. Read a manga or graphic novel. Book in a series that you want to finish, be it the finale or the corresponding sequel or whatever it is. Read a book with LGBTQ plus rep. And read a book written by an author of color, because we need to be doing more of that in these streets, okay? So yeah, those are all the books I'm going to be reading. Those are all the prompts. Take every single one of them what you will. Like, just read what you want, when you want. Like they can all be written, like if you don't have the physical copies of any of the books that you want to read, read them on your Kindle, read them on your phone, doesn't matter as long as you're reading. Read them on audio, because audiobooks count as reading as well. So yeah, those are my reading plans for September, both the Bratz Readathon and my own. I'm going to try and maybe do some reading sprints on Twitter and stuff, so be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram. They're going to be down below. If you are new to this channel, hello, nice to meet you. Please consider subscribing if you would like, and ring the bell so you know that when I upload a new video, which will hopefully be soon. I'm sorry, I've been neglecting you guys. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Happy reading, and I'll see you next time.